Welcome to Beyond the Margins podcast by the African Youth Panel, an initiative by Mastercard Foundation and TrustAfrica, anchored by Youth Alive Kenya. We are an initiative that is bringing together young people across Africa and who are using participatory action research, community mobilization to access barriers to dignified and fulfilling work. Today, we are spotlighting youth panelists in Kenya who are using participatory action research to understand and tackle barriers to dignified and fulfilling work. I'm joined here by three amazing panelists coming from different counties in Kenya, and I'll give them an opportunity to introduce themselves. But first, my name is Marian Murunga. I'm the National Coordinator for Kenya. Ken?
Hello, good people. My name is Ken Motua. I'm an African youth panelist from Kitui County. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cynthia Kituku from Kenya, representing Machakos County.
Hello, my name is Ruben Mwangi. I'm a panelist at African Youth Panel. I'm from Kenya, Laikipia County, representing Nanyuki community. I'm also a creative and fashion enthusiast.
Thank you so much. I know this team represents a whole team of 20 other panelists, and I'm super sure that you're here to represent their stories, but also speak about the experiences you've had at the community level, and specifically about the research that you've been part of in the last 1 year. And so just delving deeper into the whole research process, I understand that you have first-hand experience about the challenges the youth face in accessing dignified and fulfilling work. And maybe I just want to give each and every one of you a chance to briefly highlight what first inspired you to get into the research. What was your motivation to get into the research work?
I can go first. What motivated me to join the research was while the initiative was coming up, they wanted us to share a story of maybe of our vulnerabilities. And I had a chance to share a story, a real life experience through my family, through my community, and also as an individual. Again, what motivated me joining the research is on my background in community development. I'm so adept to community and I've worked with communities, and also what also spotlighted me for this initiative was my engagements with various organizations here in Nairobi and also in my county. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Maybe you, Cynthia.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Me, what inspired me to join it is I wanted to be part of the change, because in my community where I come from, some persons who are living with a disability, most of them have never accepted themselves. Even some parents have never accepted that they have children who have disabilities. And through me, I wanted to show them. I wanted to show them that they can accept their children and give them opportunities and freedom, because some of them have closed their children in the houses. They don't want them to be exposed. They feel shame. And also other children, they have never accepted themselves because they feel shame to interact with others. And others also have knowledge and skills, and they have never willing to make themselves to grow. So I just wanted I myself to go talk to them and change them, and take away that mentality of that they can't be. I wanted them to see themselves as a different person, not the person with disability. Yeah, so that's what motivated me.
Thank you, Cynthia. Ruben?
As for me, most of the time I was at the other side of the table. So because I got a chance to be on this side of the mirror and seeing how I can be able to be part of the change, it really motivated me. And then it is because it is participatory action research, where you go to the community, ask them the problems, and then you co-create solutions. And that participatory action research is a very effective way to improve livelihoods and also create more opportunities in the community. So that approach made me feel like we are in the community. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And maybe just to start with you, Ruben, I know we hear about research as a very big thing, especially for us young people. I think even as we take this second round of questions, would you just like to share what made the participatory action research more unique to you, that also just motivated you to really be part of it? Because as young people, when we hear about research, it's this very complex field that we hardly want to get into. But for this particular approach, what is it that has really stood out for you? And in addition to that, even in the recent research you've been taking part in, what are some of the key issues and maybe one issue that really stood out for you out of the research?
So what made me love this kind of research is because it is community driven and real stories, real facts. And one of the key issues that I found in the community is the mismatch in opportunities, because you find so many creatives are not able to maximize their talent or full potential. So maybe they are convinced to pursue education or go and graduate, hoping they will get a good job. So if they get a good job, yes, it's a good thing they have gotten a good job, but they are not doing something that is satisfying them, because they did it because they were not able to continue their creativity. Also, when they go and graduate and hoping for a good job, most of them they don't get it, and they feel very hopeless. So it is like they end up doing casual jobs and they are not satisfied. So that mismatch in opportunities, that is the key issue that I've faced.
Okay. Cynthia, I think from what you're narrating, what came out so loud is the kind of stigma you're breaking, especially with persons living with disabilities. And one, because in our community, we've normalized, closing them, not exposing persons with disabilities. And I also just want to understand from you what has been your experience. What have you find out from your experience in just working at the community, but also being able at the same time to, sensitize persons with disabilities and letting them know you don't need to be closed in these spaces, but there are as much opportunities that we as well can go for.
Yeah, so okay. For me, when I visit some of them, there is a lot of challenge. You find someone totally, he or she has never accepted himself or herself, but I normally show them that, okay, because me, I have a story also. I have a story, so I come from somewhere, and also this far, something opportunities came from me, and it never came for me. I went for them. So I always tell them that they should not stay indoor. I'm talking about the ones who are now educated. They should not be indoor. They should wake up. They should go find some things. And like in our community, there is a lot of opportunities for the persons with disabilities and also youths. So I normally tell them to attend them. When they hear opportunity somewhere, they should go, because when you interact and when you mingle, and also when you network, at least something can come up from there. But when you stay indoor, definitely opportunity will never get you there. So I normally talk to them to show them they should not fear. They should get out. They should be free. When they hear anything or they invited somewhere, they should go. And again, about the parents, it's not that easy to convince a parent to release her child. Mostly the mothers. The mothers are the ones who will stay along for a long time with their children. So it takes them, some of them, it takes them for them to release their kids. So to talk to them, I normally call them, me myself, and talk to them. I tell them stories according to my parents, what my parents did to me, that I got exposed, and I went to the school, I finished my education, and now I'm somewhere. But at least sharing them my real story, nimeona it has been, can we use Kiswahili?
Yeah.
So talking to them, nimeona my story has changed them, some of parents. And I'm happy because I've changed some lives.
Yeah,
Some lives, not a lot, but some. Because there are some parents who give testimonies with me.
Yeah.
Also children also. They tell me I told them something they never know. And since through what I taught them, they see change.
Okay.
Yeah, so but still we need more.
There's quite a lot.
Yeah, we need more in our community because it is not that easy. You can go somewhere, you talk to someone, they reject you or they chase you or they get annoyed. They think it's like you don't understand them.
Yeah.
And it's like you want them to be loved by because they have never accepted themselves. It's like when you tell them to be free and not to limit themselves, they think it's like unataka wachekelewe na wao wajakubali. Yeah. So
I get it. And maybe just a little more recently, did you engage with any persons with disabilities with like doing a business or during the recent data collection, just to understand what are some of the like one key challenge they mentioned they face?
Okay, like there is one lady who does online business.
Okay.
The challenge is that people can't trust her. She wants these people to pay her before she delivers the product. But at least it is easy. It is not that easy. Many refuse, some agree. Unajua wengi watafikiri it's a con or a scam. Yeah, that is a challenge. And she's a wheelchair user. So at some point, when she sends a parcel to someone, at that point, she may not be having someone who can take her to the stage or to the booking to send the parcel. Yeah, so there is a lot of challenges.
Okay.
But according to her, if she gets something, she told me that she would like to open a business in a shop. Somewhere she can go work there and go home back to the home, not working online. Online it also has a challenge. Although challenges are everywhere.
Yeah.
Even if in the shop or in online, there is challenges. Because in the shop, it is not easy to get somewhere where it's accessible. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Ken, what is one key challenge that you found out from the research?
Well, I think one of the challenges that came out broadly was the lack of access to finances. And the research that we were doing, it was factored in this theme. And you will find that also there is a mismatch of skills, as Ruben was saying. Someone is trained in maybe community development and he wants to do maybe engineering. He has the opportunity, but the skills are missing. And also, there was also a challenge in terms of the community structure, how it is structured, even the lack of political will from the governance system. And there was also some barriers, other barriers like in my community, we are not so developed. There's this language barrier. People can't express themselves freely. And also there's lack of mentorship and also guidance, especially for the youths. And you'll find that most of them right now are suffering from mental issues, but they don't have the right support or the right channel to enable them to find their way or maneuver in trying to make themselves live in a meaningful and also a dignified way. Yeah, so I think those were the challenges that came out, but also there is also a big challenge in terms of the political side, which has limited even the growth. You see, you love to grow, you love to, yani mali huko, mnafaa kwanza mna grow, then una tap on that potential, unaona. So hiyo imekuwa shida mingi. And I think when I was doing in the research, when I was applying for it, that time we were developing some proposals. And one of the challenges that I wanted to counter in my community and also propose a solution was the infrastructure development. Because if there are no computers, how will the students learn? If there are no adequate facilities like schools, training institutions, it will be so difficult even for the youths to amplify their voices because they lack that a channel to disseminate their voices. Yes.
Thank you so much, Ken. And I think also what I'm just finding out is that what is also helping us to really do the work is we are using our lived experiences to shape our research. Because I remember when we are having a conversation and what was coming out is most of the young people have lots of expectations from us.
Yes.
Because we are youth panelists, but once we go to the community, there's a lot of expectations coming from the youth, you know. We're trying to analyze and assess the challenges that the youth are facing in accessing, you know, jobs that is dignified and fulfilling. But by the end of the day, they expect us to give them something or give them a solution to the problem they just highlighted. How does it feel to like use your lived experience in your research work? Has it helped you to engage as many young people, or how has the experience been?
Yes, I think it has created a space of ownership. At least you're not alone that is owning this story. There are some people who are sharing the different stories with you. But what they are lacking is the panel or a stepping stone to climb the ladder.
Yeah.
So you'll find that most of the youths, while we were engaging with them, they require a lot from us.
Yeah.
And there's an article that you shared about the reimbursement culture, which is killing the youths. And I think this has really led to the development slowing down because we expect to get monetary value other than maybe an opportunity that you can cling on, you see. So I think that has been really a challenge with the community in terms of their expectations, as you put it. And also, I think also Ruben and Cynthia share the same things, but you love the audience.
Yeah. Ruben, how does it look like to use your lived experience to do the research?
For me, it is very emotional because, being constantly rejected at jobs because you don't have experience, and then you go to the ground and hear stories of people break down because of constantly not getting employment. It's not easy, but at the end of the day, seeing those stories turn into data and to meaningful evidence, it gives you hope because it is a start of a solution. Yeah.
Cynthia, what about you? Just like using your lived experience, how does it look like in your research work?
It looks a bit challenging also because you find people with different perspectives and different comebacks. Yeah, so it's not that easy, Koto.
Yeah.
And also, Marianne, I think while we are using our own stories, we also amplifying the voices of the others that lack that space also for sharing their stories.
Yeah.
So we as the panelists then co-creating the solutions that the youths and also being a participatory, then we can relate to the challenges day in, day out that we face.
Yeah.
So I think it serves as an initiative also to amplify the voices and lift the others who are down there in our communities, those that are facing different challenges.
Yeah, and is the reason why we might be 20, but by the end of the day, like you say, our main role is also to ensure that we amplify the voices of other young people. Is the reason why we work with local youth groups, local networks at the community level, but also other organizations, just so that while we may be 20, our impact has to spread as far and wide, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure we've gathered lots of insights from the research, from our experiences with the youth. I think I'd like you guys to share what are some of the key learnings you've observed, especially in terms of young people access to dignified work. What are some of the key learnings? It could be recommendations. It could be things that you guys think really came out and perhaps if given consideration, then we are going towards the right direction. Yeah. Observable change and observable change in terms of the conversations we have at the very local level. Are we starting to see like a shift in mindsets? Because we are all speaking about dignified and fulfilling work. There are lots of challenges, but also are we seeing the youth are actively taking part in these conversations and, you know, giving solutions? Are we seeing a change in attitude in, you know, we used to say, let's look for jobs, but right now what we're also championing for, what can you start doing? Yeah.
Yes, I think one is limited support channels. This came out so broadly because the community that I am from is very rural. So you'll find that there is no maybe NGOs, there are no even, what do we call them? We don't have even barazas in our community because these are things that the community is not exposed to. But what I collected in the research was that the youths were saying that we really need a space, and the AYP coming out to speak about the youths then serves as a platform for us to gear up our ideas and also our proposed solutions to create change in our community. Yes, so I think if we have the right support systems, even if the NGOs can spread across to the rural areas to help also support those that are vulnerable, those are facing challenges, the PWDs, I think then it will create a good atmosphere where we could interact as one in unison with one voice.
Yeah, that's very powerful. Cynthia?
Okay, where I come from, me, I'm concerned about persons living with disabilities because they are the ones I was dealing with. So most of them, they want to start a job, but they have no startup capital. And when I was doing research, most of them, they were asking me, what can we do? What can we do that we support them start a business or they grow their business? And I told them, for now we were not offering any support, but later we can come up with something. And I think what they want is just support from anywhere else. Like in my community, we are not that much exposed, but at least we are doing empowerment, and we are doing some empowerment and how do you call it?
Sensitization of the community.
Yeah, sensitization of the community.
Okay.
I at least want to make us public. We want to publicize us. At least people can get to understand us and know us. At least when they go to look for a job, they can also be understood.
Yeah.
So because they have been looking for jobs and they never gotten anything, they just want to start their own businesses, but they have nothing to boost them. So it's a challenging, and as they were asking me what we can do to them, I think later people will come up with something.
Exactly. And I really like your point around when persons with disabilities are looking for jobs, and more often than not, they're not accepted, right? For so many reasons. And I feel like those are some of the, this will take us to the second question around how do we think we can influence policies through the findings we've gotten? And that is a very strong point, because you realize most of our persons with disabilities, whenever they apply for jobs, they perhaps get a no from companies, from employers. And part of the things we are doing is why? And we then even start advocating for disability-friendly, way of applying for jobs, because we have different needs, and same is persons with disabilities. They don't have the same needs as us. So even in how we put up the applications for how they're supposed to apply, even in how accessible are our job places for persons with disabilities, how friendly are those platforms for them? So I feel like those are some of the things now that will come as part of the recommendations.
And also, I would like to add something.
Yes.
You know, you as AYP, and I think we should do more advocacy and empowerment to either organizations, managers, at least we collect them, either organization, hospitals, or companies. You just come up with us training.
Yes.
You train them at least to accept us. Because in most cases, we apply for a job. When we call for interviews, they just look us and they come up with a solution. Like before I joined TYP, I applied.
Yeah, definitely.
And when in one of the hospitals in Machakos, and when I went there, the person who I was sent to, he came up, he looked at me and he was like, you are the one who is looking for a job. I was looking for an internship. Then he came and asked me, are you the one who is looking for an internship? Then I told him, yes. He looked at me. Yeah, honestly, he stared at me in a way that I doubted. Then, a friend I was with, she asked me, Cynthia, will this person help you? Because the way he appeared. So when he came, I told him what I wanted. And do you know what he told me? He told me that we don't take people from private universities because me I trained from multimedia. Then when I went back to the boss, I told him what I was told. And he was surprised. Lakini I understood. Nila aliniambia, alikwambia hivyo. Okay, that is surprising, but so you see, that person saw me and alishindwa what to tell me because I'm a person with a disability. Akaona niambia they don't take people from private universities. So like, and more. So most of us we go, at least we have the skills and the knowledge, but we get excuses, very, very petty excuses. Yes. So I think you can do something, at least you educate them.
Around that, right? And maybe Ruben, I would ask you a different question. The findings that we've gotten from the research, how do we see them influence policies, programs? You see the narration Cynthia was just giving around, you go to a workplace, you're looking for a job, but you're already stigmatized at face value, right? So how do we think that the findings we got are able to influence policies?
So first things first, in everything that you do, they need evidence, they need to see. That's why you are doing the research so that we can give them the numbers. So numbers don't lie. When they see the numbers, we can be able to push them even further to shape the policies. And what I love about it is that the youth have woken up and have decided to engage in politics actively. Yeah.
Thank you. And that's very powerful. Yeah. And the reason why we are doing the research is just not for speaking about it, but also so that it changes systems, it changes policies, so that in the next 5 years, we are sure that this was informed by the work we did, right? And maybe one final thing on that section is, what would you want decision makers to know just about the work we've done? It could be in 2-3 words, just something. And decision makers in terms of, think of anyone in government who you think that the buck stops with them. If you had like that very brief moment with them, what would you tell them about your work?
So I would like to tell them, youths are ready, youths are hardworking, and the youths want to be involved from the start of the process to the final process, not from the top down. Yeah, we want to see change that we are part of. We don't want to just be fed what has been just written in a board. We want to be part of the process. Yeah.
From the word go, right?
From the word go.
Cynthia?
Okay. Me also, I would like to tell them we should be included. We have to be included in everything, in opportunities. Yes, we look limited, but our knowledge is not limited. Our minds are not sick. We are okay, and we can change something. We can be a gap. We can fill a gap somewhere. Yeah, so they should not limit us. They should give us opportunities. We are educated. We are learned. We are okay. Yeah.
Very powerful.
It is better to try that rather than to neglect, to reject us.
Yeah.
They should give us the opportunities. They see us fail. Yeah. When we fail, they know that we can't, but I'm sure we can't fail because we are educated and we are okay.
Definitely. Very powerful, Cynthia. Ken?
To the decision makers, I will just tell them it's good to understand how to relate with the matters that the youths are raising. And not only by using force, but also giving them a space to also air their views. And also, I think the other thing that the decision makers may need to do is include the youths in most of their decision making tables, because I think we as the youths are excluded. Even looking at the way the parliament, even the government is built, you'll see that there's little or no participation among the youth. So inclusivity is really of essence, and also the relation of the matters of the youth that they speak. And yes, I think that way we would create a good community, an enabling community.
Enabling community.
Yes.
Yeah.
To add to that is that they should localize solutions. One size does not fit all. We want local solutions for local people.
Yeah, local solutions for local people. And you bring exactly that, right? Thank you. And so we are getting a bit personal now. I know there are lots of young people. My youth wanaochi shows in here. Yeah, so we'd like them to hear from what is the African Youth Panel and change gani you guys have been able to experience, especially in being part of the panel. How has it boosted your confidence, skills, and also just how you show up? Because guys, you remember how the application process was? We only wanted 20 young people per country, and we had these lots of applications from different parts of the country. So I think kuna mayouth wanataka tu kusikiza, how has it been? How has it boosted your confidence and how we show up? Maybe let's start with Ruben.
For me, participatory action research, you need to be trusted first. So it has made me very patient. And also seeing you turning stories into change has made me realize that change does not start with power, it starts with courage. Yeah.
Wow. Stories into change. That is really powerful. Cynthia, how has it been for you?
Okay, at the start it was not that easy, but I think you should have enough confidence. You be strong, you face the world, and when you are engaging with them, you be you. You show them that you are not afraid, you are okay. Yani unaonyesha at least pia wenye wanakama hapa na feedback strong hawakuogope. Alafu at least being in AYP, it has changed my life. At first I was so shy, but now I'm strong.
Can speak.
I can speak in panel, in public, in a congregation of many people.
Yeah, because I remember during the trainings you always have, you have to, they're always you just need to speak out. There's no other option. So I'm glad that in one way or the other, it has really boosted our confidence.
And it has helped me, enabling me realize who I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You can grow, you can be old, but you don't know who you are.
True.
So now I can tell who is Cynthia. Lakini si sahi.
Yeah, that's powerful.
It has shaped me.
Yeah. That's very impressive. Ken?
Yes, the AOP has really boosted my confidence, especially through my interactions with the community. It has also given me that platform also to share and also interact directly with my community, other than seeing things online and then chanting them out. And also the AOIP has also helped me also speak, as Cynthia was saying, in public spaces where I can also share more about what AOIP really is. And also it has also helped me build my background in community development through the community action-oriented research. And also it has enabled me also to become a leader in my community, and also to see the way forward in the coming future, and also to understand how then after AYP can I create a community that is really participatory in matters, dignified work, and also economic growth.
Oh, nice. That's very powerful. I think you've all answered my other second question, which was asking, what is one thing you've learned about yourself through this journey? There's patience with people. There's, being able to accommodate people as well. And there's being a leader as a person. Because I imagine every day we are interacting with people at the community level. My youth, they come with different kinds of demands, expectations. But how we then manage to navigate through, I think, is really outstanding, especially for us being young people. And so to all the young people that are listening to us, watching us, what is that one message for a youth who wants to create change? What is that one message that you have for them? Maybe I'll start with Ken.
Okay. One message to the youth is we should really stand outside, also take these spaces. These spaces are not just given, but you should fight to get into such spaces. And also, we are not the leaders of tomorrow, but we are the leaders of today. It's the right time to also try and also build us as ourselves. Then we can then channel it out to our community and also to our counties and also the government. So it's the right time that we wake up and also lead change in our community by being leaders and listening to what views that are in the community, and then learn how we can then as one create change. And also it's also good that we try to understand that one mtu mmoja hawezi kivyake, so ni vizuri tunashikana mikono hapa nje, tunachapa mboka na pia tunainuana.
Thank you so much, Ken. Cynthia?
Okay. What I can tell my fellow youths and my fellow persons with disability is that be a voice, not an echo. And nothing for us without us. Nothing for you without you. So it's up to you. You just wake up and try to bring a change in your community. Yes, like Ken has said, we are not the leaders of tomorrow, we are today. So leadership starts today before it comes tomorrow. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. Ruben?
Start where you are, go out there and don't be afraid to start small. You don't need to be perfect to start, you just need to start to be perfect. And mindset should change from who can do this to we need to do this. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, panelists. This has been such an incredible conversation. And for those who've been able to listen, you've listened to first-hand stories and experiences of young people who are leading change, through participatory action research. Do not forget to share these on your social media profiles, but also let's keep building the future. Let's keep inspiring the young people. And as we've all said, let's not wait. Let's take on opportunities, and to decision makers, engage the youth meaningfully. Thank you, and thank you so much. I've been your host, Marianne Mulunga. Thank you.